What is up? Welcome to the video. So today's day 23 of the summer bulk. On the menu we do have pull day number 1. So can you get a solid pump? As you guys know, if you watch the last full day of eating, calories have increased, and honestly already I have noticed like decent pumps. Today, for example, like it's 9:30 now, around an hour ago I had my cream of rice meal and 2 bagels, so we've nearly had like 175 grams of freaking carbs. I also salted my meals, and I've already had a liter and maybe a liter and a half of water. So that is a recipe for a sickening pump. So keen to see how the session goes. I am going to be wary of my forearm. So for all my overhand grip exercises like the chest supported pinata rows, I am going to change it to like more of a 45-degree grip, which in theory is going to take stress off my forearm. I just don't want that flaring up. If it's going to flare up, it's probably going to be on my pull day. So I'm going to be a little cautious with that, but still expecting a decent pump. And yeah, we'll see how we go. I do have a haircut booked in later today as well, which I'm pretty keen for. I haven't really had time, literally the last 2 weeks, to get one booked in. So this should be like the last vid we've got a hat for a while. So I'll see you guys in the gym. Let's jump into the workout. Thought I'd show you guys my pre-workout ritual, which is basically slamming my pre-workout before. Now, I personally don't like having pre-workout like on the way to the gym. I prefer having mine like at the gym, and then by the time I usually warm up, it kicks in. I don't know, for me, I'm quite sensitive. So I feel like if I take it too early, I'm just gonna be sitting in the car like itchy as hell. But yeah, pretty much we're stacking 1 scoop of Disorder. Do not recommend this flavor. It tastes like medicine, like cough syrup medicine, just super strong. And then for creatine, I always throw my creatine in with my pre-workout. And we're just gonna have, so around 5-6 grams, so 2 scoops. I think these are 3-gram scoops. Now, everyone's different. For me personally, I actually like having just a small bit of water. Pre-workout's so close to my workout, that is literally how much water I have. Because yeah, if I was like to have a full shaker jug of this, I'd be like so bloated. Just finished my warm-up sets and we're about to jump into the first working set. Now, I was thinking this is probably gonna be the last week that I'm gonna be following this current block. I've kind of been following this block for the last 8 to 10 weeks, and with the majority of the movements I am hitting plateaus. So what I'm going to do from next week is mix up my variations slightly. Still going to basically keep the same skeleton setup, but we're just going to change the variations around slightly. So that's the plan. So today's session, we're going to try to finish off with some big numbers. So with a stack, we're going to try to hit it for about anywhere between 10 to 12 reps. Feeling heavy, but happy we scraped in 12 reps there. Again, just trying to keep it as tight as possible. Really trying to drive that elbow down to my hip. Oh, 11 and a half. We're not going to count that last rep. Fuck, 11 reps. So like I said, well, I think I've exhausted this over the last 4 weeks. So next week I'm gonna mix it up, probably go to like a Panada focus single arm pull down. Like I mentioned in the car, we're gonna be changing up from like a pronated overhand grip to more of like a 45-degree grip. So I'll take hopefully a bit of tension off my forearms. Just remember, whatever angle your grip is, you're gonna line your elbows up at that same angle. So rather than going a flat elbow position with the overhand, I'm gonna go 45 and then tuck my elbows in 45 degrees. So this is a little bit more of like a rear delt focus and upper back versus like a trap bias. All right, that actually felt really good on the forearms. Definitely a little bit of a different setup than the overhand, but still upper back bias. So Our set of 12 is done. Lats are feeling good. Definitely noticing difference between obviously the injured forearm and the stronger forearm, but no excuses, still getting it done. So one more set here. And then for our pull downs today, I'm actually thinking instead of doing overhand, just go to like the mag grip. Again, it's gonna take the forearms out of it even more whilst I'm using the lifting straps, and we can still focus on the upper back. Stack is still feeling heavy as a house, but it's feeling a lot better on my forearm because I can pretty much just hook my hands. I actually try to whack on the lifting straps as well, and just thinking about driving those elbows through and past my body. So remember, this is an upper back bias movement. If you do have a mag grip, I feel like they're game changers, so I'll probably add that in moving forward. There is like a wider one, but I think that's more of like a lat focus. So you want one just outside shoulder width and just drive straight down. So we're back on the Vulcan rope. I'm going to try to shoot for 12 to 15 on the stack. All the cables are taken, so we're just going to do some rear delt flies as our rear delt movement for today. So with this, just make sure that I like to stick my hips back slightly, rest my chin on the bench, slight bend in the elbow, and then you just want to bring elbows in line with your torso. Don't go too far back, otherwise you're going to be using your traps. So 12 to 15 reps here. We'll start off with 89. All right, feels good. I haven't done this in ages. One thing you'll notice as well, instead of gripping on, I make a fist and drives through the base of my hand. And essentially that's gonna help you get better transfer through rear delts rather than over gripping it and using your forearm. So try that out next time you're on this one. Finally found some D handles and the cable's freed up. We've got some face away curls. So we're gonna shoot for 12 to 15 here.
I always thought Michael Myers was flesh and blood, just like you and me. But a mortal man could not have survived what he's lived through. The more he kills, the more he transcends into something else impossible to defeat. Fear. People are afraid. That is the true curse of Michael.
Workout complete, and yeah, that was a fast workout. It's only just past 11 o'clock now, so gonna head up, go get a post-workout meal in. Gonna be having my chicken and potato meal post-workout and probably a scoop of whey. So yeah, really happy with the workout. Forearms feeling pretty good. Niggled a little bit on a couple of the heavy rowing movements, which is to be expected, but we're still able to get a good solid session. Pump was on point today as well, brought to you by those extra carbs that I had pre-workout. That's it for today's workout. Gonna smash out a bit of work later this afternoon, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow for leg day.